All right, let's see here. Trying to. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Wednesday, May 13th. Yeah, we're gonna do some legs. It is Wednesday, May 13th. Yeah, let's go ahead and do our leg day. So, today, leg day, May 13th. We are halfway through mailing. That's pretty crazy. I hope you all had, good Mother's Day weekend and all that stuff. Our leg day today is going to be a little bit more about stability and hips and balance and things like that. And mostly because I'm not actually feeling too well this morning. I don't want to be like jumping around a lot. I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you, superiors. But just not feeling too hot. So we're going to be doing like a bunch of like jumping stuff, but more like stability. This is going to be really good for you if you have had a knee replacement. If you ever had a knee or bad knees in general, if you have weak hips, bad hips, that sort of thing. So yeah, today's just gonna be a little bit different, but hopefully if you want to make it harder, I'll also be able to give you some modifications to make it harder for you, which we will start with that piece. So if you want to make things harder, make sure you grab some like bands. You have them to put them around your shins. And we're going to start with some lateral walks, okay? So we're going to have our hands on our hips. Let me start my timer. Hands on hips. Our booty goes back. We're going to take a small step out and a small step in. Small step out, small step in. And when you're like this, you're going to have that belly button nice and tight to the spine. We're going to go to the side and then back. Okay? So right now I'm just using the width of about a yoga mat, mostly because I don't know what you all have at home. I want to make sure that this is accessible for you. Right? So side and together. So if you have a band around those legs, you want to make sure your knees aren't dipping in. Okay? Make sure your knees are staying in line with your ankles. We're doing several of these because normally I like to use 30 feet down and back as like one repetition. So if you have that space, 20 feet, 30 feet, that'd be really great. Okay? Good. We're gonna do one more down and back. Boop, 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 and together. And notice I don't go more narrow than my pelvis. Okay? I don't go wider than my shoulders. Great. So from there, we're gonna kind of shake it out a little bit. Shake, shake, shake. And now we're going to do a monster walk coming forward and going backwards. So if you have a wood floor, I actually recommend using the planks as kind of like your guideline. If you don't have a wood floor, imagine that you are on a railroad track and you're trying to stay in track. Again, to make this harder, you have bands around your shins. Otherwise, we're going to be here at the hips. Our booty goes back still, and we're going to kind of heel toe it forward, trying to keep everything in line from the hips, knees, ankles, and toes. So we heel toe, heel toe. So that's why it's super easy if you've got a wood floor to just follow that line along the planks. We want to try to have our head up, but if we don't have a wood floor, it's okay. Just do the best you can when we're there, and then slowly go back. So as we go back, it's really easy to get off our train track here. So it's okay if you look down, but you still want to try to have a good posture. Next round, I'll do these to the side. That way you can you'll see it. Boom and boom. Just, all right, getting rid of the notification here. Boop. All right. Oh, good morning. Okay, and then we're going to do a few more of those monster walks going forward and backwards. So nice tall posture, heel toe, heel toe. So if you have a band on, you'll want to like go for it, but don't. So slow your roll, take it back a notch, and then as a nice guideline, this isn't going to be true for everybody, but as a nice guideline, kind of have your toe and heel in line with each other. So as I step back in line with my heel, and then step back to be in line with the heel, and so on and so forth. And then you can do that going forward too. So if you're down, think about like where that toe and heel are. So I move my foot up to be in line with my toe, and then boom, boom, and boom. Try to stay nice and low. Remember, to make this harder, have a band. Try to keep your feet nice and lined together. Boom, and boom, good morning, good morning. And then we take it back and back. So trying to match up the heel and toes. As we call our monster walk, stay low. You should feel pretty warm in those thighs and hamstrings. Boom, boom, and come on up and shake, 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 shake. We're going to do some regular squats next. So again, if you still have that band on your leg, okay, you might want to adjust it. Make sure it's right there at that shin. We're going to have our feet about shoulder width apart. We're going to go down, hold 1, 2, and come on up. Down, 1, 2, and up. Down, 1, 2, and up. So if you have that band on your legs, make sure your knees aren't dipping in, okay? That's the whole point to have that band on your leg to work those glutes. So you go down, 1, 2, and exhale. And to the side, 1, 2, and back on up. 1, 2, and up. Still warming it up today. On our leg day. 5 more. For 5, 2, 4, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, and last, 1, 2. Great, we're gonna do all those again. We're gonna start on our other side. So we're gonna start with our lateral walk. And remember, if you have that band on, have it around shin width, okay? You can have it lower at your ankles, but I like to have it more at my shins, so I feel like it doesn't pull up the joints as much. That you can really use your muscles to like stabilize yourself more than relying on your joints. Anyway, we're gonna be down, knees back, do small step out, small step in, small out, small in, out, in, out, in, out. And then I want you to the sides and see it from a different angle. So my butt's out, flat spine, belly button to the spine as I go out and in. My toes and heels are facing the same way. We don't want to rotate that foot out as we're doing our side walk. Okay? Boom, 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 boom. And last one. And let's say you have some weights. You want to make this harder? You can always pull weight in the chest. Sometimes I have to go out and in as I'm stepping. That's a nice option. Boom, 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 boom. And and you can do patterns too, if you want to. If you don't have your 30 feet that you can do your walks with, just make sure you keep doing every other side. It's actually just really well. Actually, I got this before. I feel like a little cartoon. In, out, in, out. And this is the last one. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. And this is where we started. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Great. If you weren't following along with that pattern, okay, you just keep going side to side. So now we have our front and back. So remember for our monster walks, it's really simple. If we have our wood planks here, but if you don't have a wood floor, imagine that you are on railroad tracks. So feet are hip width apart. We sit down nice and low. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Bum, 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 bum. Ding, 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 ding. Heel toe, then take it backwards. You can look down at yourself, and if you have bands on, your feet will want to come together. Just be aware. Ella, A, you're on doggy, Ella, 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 A. All right, then we can back up. Now we're going to walk around. Cool. Oh dear. Kids, am I right? So you have a dog or a cat or kids in your way or anything like that, you can slide your foot wood if you want to try to pick it up. Okay? And come right at you. So if you don't have, that line for you to follow, just do your best. Try to stay in line with yourself. And then heel, toe, heel, matching it up is the best way for you to not go too far. Boop. And kind of like a velociraptor. I had this cousin when we were little, super into Jurassic Park. I mean, of course we all were, but he was like real into it. And he read all the books and like, everything that came out of it. And he would walk around, like stretch his neck like a velociraptor. It was really good and interesting. I will say that. Come on up, shake it out, and then we have squats next. So, feet are shoulder apart. And we go down holding 1, 2, and back on up. 1, 2, and up. 1, 2, and up. I haven't done those without bands in a while, and I mean, they're still pretty effective. So if you don't have bands, don't feel like, you have to like rush out and get them or anything. 1, 2. So we have a 5 o'clock happy hour with our neighbors on Fridays typically. We all bring our lawn chairs to the edge of our yard. We chit chat with each other, across the street. Maybe have an adult beverage or two. And one of our neighbors brought up the fact that after all this, there should be, like a few months from now, quite a bit of like leftover fitness equipment. So you can like really stock up and make your home fairly equipped on the cheap, I bet. We got 32, 2, but hopefully, as you've been doing my videos, last one, you'll see that you don't have to have equipment to still do a good workout. So that's my little 2 cents soapbox, whatever you want to call it. All right, we're going to go ahead and start round 3. So we are starting with our lateral walks again, starting on the opposite side. We sit down nice and low, feet right in line with our pelvis. If we have that band, it's right around our shins as we step out and in, out and in, out and out and out and out and out and in, out and stay low. You have your arms in front of you and make that harder. So if you do that, make sure that you still have that flat back of belly button tight to the spine. Go out and in, shoulders be down. We have that weight. Those are your options, right? Out and in, out and in, out and in, out and in, out in, out in. One more time, go out and in, out in, out in, out in, out in, out and in, out in, out in. Not too wide, not too narrow, then we're done. Catch your breath. And then we're going to go ahead and do our monster walks. So feet start like each other, right underneath the pelvis, sinking in hips down and back, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Boop, 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 boop. Trying to stay low as we go. Heel toe, up, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. Stay nice and low as you can. The only modification is to not go as low. So that's why I said this workout's going to be really great for anybody recovering from any knee injuries, or if you're like pre or post knee replacement, hip replacement. These are all really great things for you. If you're a runner, these are excellent exercises for you. Strengthening the joints. And then we have one more. Down back. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Shoulders down. If anything, if you have hands here, look at me a monster. I want you to focus on your feet though. This one is really easy. Crisscross applesauce. You don't have lines or mirror. Very nice. You should do that in your booty, in your thighs, in your hamstrings. We're going to go ahead and do our squats next. So feet are shoulder width apart. We go down, hold. 1, 2, and exhale. 1, 2, and up. 1, 2, and up. So if you haven't watched my story today, I highly recommend it. I got a little silly. My friend Christine gave me this awesome calendar that's shaped as an alpaca because I have my dream is to own an alpaca ranch. Have a fitness facility on it. Anyway, so I went to this alpaca ranch because she knows I love alpacas, so she gave me this calendar. And when it changed from April to May, it kind of like went from like a decent face to like a really like sad face. And there's like this like other cartoon character that it's a panda, and the panda's like really sad. It's like, oh wow, this like really depicts like how I feel. And then so today I went ahead and like looked forward using the calendar as a prediction of like what's going to happen with everything going on right now. Sometimes it's nice to just laugh it out. 1, 2. I think I'm going to say that as a post because it's the prediction comes true. I could be sitting on, I don't know, fortune there. Last one. 1, 2. Go ahead. Shake it out a little bit. Our next thing is we're going to do some leg abduction. So if you need, hold on to something. Maybe you have a mantle. You can hold on to, you have a chair, table. Don't have to have anything. You can still have a band on with this as well. So if you have a band, now is the time to move it all the way down to your ankles or to get a lighter band, okay? We are going to what I like to call Tin Man. So we are going to put all of our weight onto one foot, straight line from my heel all the way up to my head. My core is engaged. My arms out to the side, grab my hips as I slowly take this leg out to the side, hold 1, 2, and then back on down. So notice my toe and my heel are facing the front. I'm not going out, okay? So we want to keep that pelvis nice and still, just using our natural range of motion, bringing it up, holding 1, 2, and then back on down. Now, if you have a band on your foot, you might just come out to like right here, and that's A-okay. You're still working the same muscles. 1, 2, and back on down. If you don't have a band, you want to try to go up as high as you can and hold it, feel it in that hip, and then bring it back down. Up we go. 1, 2, and down. And up we go. 1, 2, and 5 more. 4, 5, 2, and down. 4, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2. Last one, we're going to hold it up there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So this leg should also be burning up, okay? So let's go ahead and stretch this leg out real quick before we do the side. Hold on to something if you need it. Otherwise, ankle crosses the knee. Finger more stretch. You need to reach all the way down to the floor. You can hold it here. Hands to heart center. Hold on to something. If you want to, you can actually bend all the way down. That feels pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. Either way, up we go. We're on the other side. So we chin in, head up. On this side this time, all our weight is on that left foot, all the way up, nice and tall, engaging the core. As we abduct our leg and hold 1, 2, and then bring it down. Up we go, hold 1, 2, and down. Up we go, 1, 2, and down. 1, 2, down. 1, 2, and down. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, and down. 1, 2, and down. If you want to use your arms, you can, or just hold them out. Make sure that foot is facing the front. Our body likes to rotate it on us. And don't forget, if you have that band on, you might only be coming out to like right here, and that's okay. Right? Up. 1, 2, down. 1, 2, 2, 2, and last one. 1, 2. Great. Shake, shake, shake. Let's go ahead and take our left leg, cross the ankle over, and sit on down. Woo. Reach to that floor. I'm obviously quite tight on this. And tug it all the way down, take it all the way down. Whenever I stretch my clients, I always think it's funny when I'm tight because they say I make things look a little easy and, effortless, etc. sometimes. Which I feel bad about because it's hard, just because I need to look easy. And then I also tell them, well, I'm just doing 1 repetition, you're doing, anyway, I forget where it's going with that. Oh, yeah, so that I think that they get a little satisfaction when I'm as tight as they are. And I make noises too. Oof. Oof. Okay, so we did our abduction. Now we're going to do our adduction. So holding on to something, again, our leg is going to kick in front of us this time. So I'm going to actually turn the side to you. We're going to kick this leg in front of us. We're going to take it across the body and back center. Across the body and back center. So I'm not crossing much. I'm keeping my hips square. They're facing the same side as I take the leg across the body and back. Again, you just have your band on your ankle. You're not going to feel too much with a band with this, but it's easier than taking it on off. If you have it on. Crossing and neutral. Cross, neutral. You feel the inner thigh and neutral. Cross, neutral, cross, neutral, cross. 5 more. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Great, great. Don't forget, if you need a chair, you can hold on to a chair as you're doing this. Kitchen counter would be good too. Something nice and sturdy if you need that extra balance support. If you do, no shame in that game. Yeah, I work with a lot of people that have had knee replacements before, and we do these exercises, and they look a little bit different than how I'm doing them, but they're doing them, and everybody just does what they can, and that's what it's all about, right? What it's all about. Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, and boop. 1. Good, good, good. And we're going to do a third, and we are going to work our glutes a little bit. Okay, so we're going to have our feet zipped up. One leg is behind us. We are slowly going to raise it a little higher and back on down. A little higher and down. So the reason why we're only going a little higher is that we don't try to do one of those things. That really doesn't do anything for you. So if we keep this leg really straight, having just a slight bend in that knee, working our glutes, but already kind of engaging our glutes, and then we're going to squeeze them more. Lift that leg up. And we're going to balance on this side. Yeah. 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cool? Outside. So, nice and tall. Our leg goes back. Your toe is pointing. Your knee is still facing the wall. Okay? So don't let it rotate out on you. So we don't want that sort of thing. We want our hips facing the same direction. Engaging our core. Engage your glutes. We lift and down. Lift and down. Not using the back at all. So notice my back is nice and tight and tall. I'm not utilizing it to lift that leg up. My hips are staying nice and still. 9. Got 5 more. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So we're going to do all this again, start with the abduction on the other leg. So nice tall torso. We are going to take our right leg out first. As we take it out, holding 1, 2, and back on down. 2, and down. Don't forget, holding onto something if you need it. Holding out there, 1, 2, back on down. Even with that band, yours might be right there, and that's okay. Still trying to hold the 2 at the top. Holding 1, 2, and down. 1, 2, and down. We're at 5, 2, 4, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, and last, 1, 2. Great. Other side. Do a little shake if you need it. Go ahead and pause this and do that figure 4 stretch if you need that one again. Otherwise, here we go. Leaning onto our right side. Nice tall posture, belly button to the spine. We lift that leg up. Hold 1, 2, and then on down. Hold it up 1, 2, and down. Up we go 1, 2, and down. Making sure the toe and the heel are facing front, but they are not rotating out. That's not what we want. Working our abductors. 1, 2, and down. 1, 2, and down. 1, 2, and down. 1, 2, and down. Last time. 1, 2, and down. Again, a little shake, shake, shake. Take your figure 4 stretch if you need it. On the other side, grab some water if you need it, and we're going to do our adduction. So I'm going to go to the side so you can see that a little bit better. Again, we're going to have our leg in front of us. All of our weight is on our left side, belly button to the spine as we cross that leg slightly over our midline and then back to center. So slightly over and center. Really focus on that posture. So if you have to hold on to something, please do so. As we cross it over and back. Cross it over and back. It helps if you keep your eyes up at your horizon level. So if you pick something on the wall that you can look at, it's great. It's going to help with your posture, it's going to help with that balance. We have 5 more. Let's take it over for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. So all of our weight on that right side. Nice tall posture, belly button to the spine. Left leg is forward, and we cross it over our center and neutral. Over center line, neutral. Over and neutral. Over and neutral. Over and neutral. Nice tall posture. Eyes are up. Cross it and neutral. Cross, neutral, cross. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Great. And then we have our legs going back. So again, a nice tall posture. Our foot is behind us. Really make sure this leg is straight, and you can have a little bend in this standing leg. Okay, so we don't want to lock out the knee. So nice little bend, belly button tight to the spine as we engage that leg, as we lift it higher and tap. Lift it higher and tap the floor. Higher, tap the floor. Make sure we're not using our back, just the glutes and the hamstring. Up and down, up and down. Again, tall posture. If you have weights to make this harder, you always have them above your head. That makes the balancing more challenging. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. So now our right leg is back. Left leg has all of our weight. Nice and tall, belly button tight to spine, holding on to something if we need it. Otherwise, we lift the leg and tap. Lift and tap. Lift, tap, lift, tap, lift, tap, lift, tap, lift, tap, and lift, tap, lift, tap, lift. 5 more. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake, shake, shake. I'll go ahead and grab a little sip of water. We're going to do a round 3. We're going to stretch, and then we've done this. So, like I said at the beginning of this hasn't been like too high impact because I haven't been feeling too hot today. So this is a really great way to still do some exercises when maybe you're not feeling 100%. You can still get a good workout and you can still work those muscles, even if you're not at full speed ahead. Okay. We're going to go ahead and start this with abductions. Pulling in 1, 2, and back on down. Or this is also a really great example of what a really good leg day warm up would be. So doing all these things before doing some heavier lifts. So if you do have weights at home, or if you're going to go out for a long run or a short fast run, stairs, hills, whatever, anything that's more intense is a wonderful warm up for you. So you can keep that in mind as well. 1, 2, and down. 1, 2, and down. 1, 2, and down. 5, 2, 4, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, and last 1, 2. Over. So we raise up 1, 2, and down. 1, 2, 1, 2, and down. 1, 2, 1, 2, and down. 1, 2, and down. 1, 2, down. 1, 2, 1, 2, and down. 1, 2, 5 more. For 5, 2, 4, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, and last. 1, 2. Good, good, good. Go ahead and shake it out. We have our abductions next. So feet together, one foot goes forward as we cross our center line and back neutral. Cross it and neutral. Hope we can still see me, even though Ella has decided to block my foot. 1, 2, and neutral, over, and neutral. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. This is a good girl. 1, 2, 5 more. 5, 2, 4, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, and last 1, 2. Good, good, good. Okay, so after our abductions, or adductions rather, on one side, we've got our other side. So finish up here. So have our right leg up and we cross it and back on over. Cross and over. Cross and over. Cross, over, cross, over, cross, over, cross, and cross. 9, 10. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. We have our leg behind us. All right. So we're going to extend that leg back, engage that glute as we lift and tap. Lift and tap. Lift and tap. Lift, tap, lift, tap, lift, tap, lift, tap, lift, 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 lift. 5 more. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. leg behind us, over the wall, and we lift, tap, lift, and tap, lift, 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 and tap, lift, and tap, lift, and tap, lift, and tap, raise and lower. 5 more for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So let's go ahead and take one ankle over, hold on just a minute if you need it, or if you need to be sitting in a chair, you can do that if you need that. So we can sit in a chair, cross an ankle over, sit nice and tall, and lean on forward. So like I said, lower impact leg day, you can do this before the heavier lifts, which is great, or you can just do this if you're feeling a little like I am today. Taking each day at a time, that's all we can do. And yeah, so we're going to switch sides. I'm going to be taking next week off of live classes because I have quite a repertoire on here now for you all to follow, and also I need to work on my game plan of kind of getting things back to normal. So, or what my new normal is going to be. I've been thinking about it, and I need to notify all my clients and talk to them to see what's going to work best for everybody. So yeah, so I'm going to take time off from these, but that doesn't mean that they're going to be gone forever. I do plan on coming back with more. Let's go ahead and stretch both legs out. If you're on the chair, you can still do that as we lean forward. Nod your head yes. Shake your head. Nod yes. Shake your head. And bounce the butt a few times. Loosen up the back. We'll slowly roll that spine. Inhale it up. And exhale. Knees and inhale up. And exhale. And then knees and inhale up. And exhale. As we give ourselves a hug because we showed up, we did our workout today, and now we can get the rest of the day in. So I hope you have a lovely day. Stay safe, stay healthy. Use the noodle when we go out in public, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.